Welcome to the Huddle. I'm Vahe Gregorian. Sam Mellinger on my right, Blair Kerkhoff on my left. You guys are riveted by the NBA right now. Why? What is it about this series that's making it?
Well, I'm not sure I'm riveted in the series, and not. I think it's unique that we've got two teams that we're not used to seeing in the finals, for sure. I'm fascinated by the idea that the NBA seems to be on an upswing in popularity, and television ratings suggest it, and interest among the young is suggested. So I'm fascinated by that. But I do think, look, we're getting to see LeBron James play in another final, the fifth in a row for him, which is a fantastic accomplishment. He's doing it with a team that, with his other star players are out, Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love injured. So there's that fascination with what he's trying to do, put a team on his back and carry him to a championship. Cleveland, it would be Cleveland's first in any sport since 1964. So those are the elements I'm looking at. I think the quality of basketball, though, I've been a little disappointed, actually, the first couple games.
Last night was ugly, for sure. Last night was like the early 2000s NBA when they had to change the rules,
that was ugly.
But I think that, and that's how Cleveland has to play. Like, they're not going to win a beautiful game against Golden State. Just nobody does. But I like it because of that, because one of two things is going to happen, and I'll be happy with either Golden State, with the way they usually play, with just this free-flowing, fluid, seamless, team-oriented, hit the open shot, hit the open man kind of play. Either that's going to win the NBA championship, which I think is awesome, because if more teams try to play like that, kind of like the Fred Hoiberg thing that we saw at Iowa State on a much higher level, obviously. Or LeBron's going to have one of the great one-man shows really ever. Like, right. I just don't know. We were trying to think about this earlier this morning about, like, what supporting cast of an NBA champion would be even comparable. And I don't think there is one. Like, Houston won that first title when Jordan was playing baseball. And I think their second best player, Drexler joined them the second year. I think their second best player the first year was like Kenny Smith, who's not
something
that
like
good,
that, yeah,
something like that. Or Detroit won that title with when Chauncey Billups was the Finals MVP. They had Rip Hamilton and Rasheed Wallace. They had a lot of good players, and they had Larry Brown, who I think is one of the best coaches of all time. But when your second best player right now is Mozgov, probably.
Yeah.
That's not very good.
No.
So that's it for the Huddle this week. Please check us out on kansascity.com for all things Kansas City sports. And thanks for joining us.